Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, so you already know we are buying stocks and we are adding assets to the portfolio. Pretty green day today. We were up 0.87% or $165. For the week, up 2.86% or $532. 1 month, $2,668 or 16.22%. And year to date, up 3.6%, all time up 1,492. So not a bad month. A lot of it has been because we've had SCHD roaring. The stock market is roaring. So we have VTI going up, and then TSLL has been rebounding a little bit as well. So that has helped. And then we add some options income in there as well. So overall, we just keep adding to the portfolio, and over time, it just keeps going up if we buy quality assets, and that's what we're doing. So we have some buying power available of 1,549. We had some dividends hit the account, and we should be able to get a good forecast of what we're looking at for May, and then also look a little bit into June. Hopefully, I'm going to go for over $400 of dividend income in June, and we're going to add assets for the next 2-3 weeks so that we can pad our June numbers, so that we can see what the first half of the year will be at, and push towards our end of the year goal. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First, we're going to jump into some options. We have some clean spark puts out there, 5 of them. We're up $87 on this trade. These are at 0.01, so we should be able to roll these. And we're up, we're at 94%, and it's time to roll these. So let's go ahead, let's go in here, let's roll this position. If you're new to options, when we're rolling, we are just buying to close the old one and selling to open the new one. I'm going to do this for next week, and we'll probably do around the same, we're going to do around the same put at the 14. Wouldn't mind getting a sign there, but that's an $85 credit if we can't get it done. So we're just going to throw that in there, see if it fills. If it doesn't, great. If it does, great. We'll throw that in there for today and see if we can get some type of a fill. And then, as always, I take that that options income and I just roll it straight into dividend stocks so that we can get our dividend snowball bigger each and every single week. So we got that rolled in there. Let's jump to the account and let's look at the dividends that have come in for the month. If you are new here, I like to just showcase all this, and then we'll jump into the spreadsheet as well. That makes it easier to just kind of see it all. But here's just a quick snapshot into the dividends we've received this month. A couple of these I want to add to today so that we can look better for June. And lots of dividends. It's really cool watching these stack up, especially these big ones, $30, $65, $45. These are big time payments. And then some of these low hanging fruits that have a lower dividend yield, but still the snowball is continuing to grow on those. So still to come, Stag is going to be paying today for the $1.29. O will be paying today for $3.36, and Maine as well for $3.38. So not too bad, that's $7-8 right there, dividend income that I'm getting today, and I don't have to do anything for it. And then PSEP coming in later on the 21st, and then we still have a couple other ones that are going to come in as well, but have not been declared as of yet. So that's what we got there. And then let's jump into it. Let's buy some stocks. Every single day, you can see the plus marks next to SCHD and VTI. That is because I add to them every single day, $5. So we do $50 a week into those two, and that is the backbone of the account. And those ones are doing well. So we've gotten dividends from those, not a whole bunch, but still the return on those has been nice. You can see about $700 between the two of them. And we just keep stacking those every single day. So if it goes up, great. If it goes down, great. Not worried either way. So those are the forever assets. And I want to jump into some assets that have some dividend expirations coming up. So I want to add to those. Of course, JEPI and JEPQ are some of my favorite positions. I want to add to these. They have the dividend date coming up on May 31st, so still about 2 weeks away. But I do want to get adding to these. So we're going to do our usual. We're going to do $25 into each of them, buy a half a share. And just by looking at it, JEPI should pay probably around 30 to 31 cents a share per share. So we just bought ourselves 15 cents a share in dividend income going forward every month for the rest of the year. So that's kind of nice to see. And then we're going to go into JEPQ, and we're going to do a similar thing. So we'll come in here, we'll buy the 25. We'll get basically a half a share. This one paid roughly 43 cents. So it'll probably be somewhere around there going into next month. So again, we just bought ourselves, over 15, 20, 21 cents worth of dividend income each and every single month just by that one single purchase. So these are a big position in the account, 6% as of right now, $1,400 worth of market value, and we are up a hefty amount on these. So that's pretty cool to see. I mean, you're up $195 on JebQ, and we also have received a bunch of dividends. If we just pull up the dividends here, I mean, you can see that $10, $8, $10, $11 every single month. So we're up a couple $100 on JebQ, and it pays us a dividend every single month, and we buy more shares every month with the drip. So that's cool to see. And then I want to kind of jump into some of these. So those are lower dividend payers, but they have some good growth potential. I want to jump into some higher dividend ones and see if I can find it here. Right here, QQQY and IWMY, we are down on these positions, so we do get average down, which is nice. These are both Defiance funds, and they both have ex-dividend dates at the end of the month as well. So I want to get some purchases in. On QQQY, it's roughly going to be probably around 80 to 90 cents in dividends. We have 22 shares as of right now, and this one paid us, what did it pay us this last month? $18 and then $15 the month before that. So we are to the point where we are buying ourselves a full share on drip every single month, which is cool to see. And we're going to increase that position right here. So this is over, this is like what, $1.50 or so that we are adding per month in our dividend income just by making that $125 purchase there. And then similar thing with IWMY. This is on the Russell 2000, another option income ETF. We are down 11.75% here, or roughly, $55. And we're going to buy a little bit more. So we're going to do 25 there. We're going to buy 1.6 shares. And this one paid should pay around the $1.30 to $1.45 probably. We'll see when they declare it. But just right there, I mean, that's the thing. Just in these couple purchases, we added $3, $4, $5 every single month going forward, which is cool to see. And that's how we built this snowball. That's how we've got the positions to grow, is we just buy stocks every single week. We increase our dividend income. By increasing the dividend income, that means that we buy more shares automatically on drip, and it just keeps going up. So that's pretty cool to see. We bought our 4 shares, so there's $100 invested into the account. The account is looking good, especially for the month. But being at 19,000, we're knocking on the door of 20,000. We should be able to hit that if all things stay equal by the end of June. Very easily. If TSLL ends up starting to get going, then we'll probably hit it here in the next couple of weeks. So that's the update on the dividend account. That's what we do every single week. We buy shares, and then let's jump into the data. We love to look at the data. This is what keeps me motivated, is seeing the drip take place, seeing the shares continue to rise, and seeing the dividends continue to rise, right? So if we look at May of last year, we were at $20.82. If you look at May of this year, we are at $314.31. You can see right here all the stocks we own in the account, and you can see what dividends they're paying us and how they're increasing over time. Even stuff like AGNC, 710, 750, 759, 769, 778. That is literally the snowball right there in front of you. Just slowly but surely going up each and every single month, and slowly those dividends are building. So pretty cool to see. $314 in June. Again, my goal is $400. I think we can get it done. We do have some quarterly payers that are going to be coming. So SCHD is going to be coming in probably around that $30 mark. VTI is going to be coming in probably around like $7 or $8. And then we have XOM, VYM, and I think TSLL will pay as well if we still have the shares. It'll just depend. Obviously, if the shares continue to go up or we get called away, then we might not have the shares. So lots of quarterly dividend payers coming in there. So I think 400 is on the table, and I think we can actually get it done. So we will see how that looks. If we jump into the numbers so far, we passed 2,297, almost the $3,000 mark. Our biggest payer, of course, are those Yield Max funds at the top. And if we stack the numbers up side by side from last year, you can really see the difference of what we're doing here, right? So last year we did $894 in total dividend income for the year. This year we're already at $1,403, and that's why I really want to see how we're going to end in June, because at a minimum we should be able to double what we are in June, right? So if we come in, around that $1,800 mark, then we know we're going to be probably around the $4,000 mark at the end of the year, which would be absolutely epic. I really want to get this account to $1,000 a month in dividend income. That way I know every single week I have 250 on average reinvesting into itself, and I don't have to do any work for it. So that's where we're sitting there. And then the last bit, I always like to look at this, just kind of showcases, the stack up between the two. Obviously last year we did the 2082. This month we did the 314. We have to beat $58 in June to beat our last year's, which we should be able to blow out of the water. So cool to see that as well. So that's everything I got for this week. Those are all the dividend updates, the dividends that are coming in, and we got a couple more for the end of the month. But with ex-dividend dates coming up, make sure you get your purchases in before that if you want to be paid for the month of June. So that's everything I got. Thank you, everybody. As always, don't forget to drop a like, and I appreciate everybody that tunes in each and every single week to follow me on this journey towards financial freedom. And we'll catch you next time. Happy investing.